guys, thank you so much for tuning in and clicking on this video. It's the latest on trend with your girl Biami.
Big up yourself.
In this episode of The Ghetto, we're going to be talking about Tristan Thompson and his third baby shenanigans, and also we're going to be talking about Kylie and Travis Scott. It looks like a magazine article has been leaked about them, and it's quite interesting. It is quite an interesting topic, or a new way of thinking. Is this the right way? Is this a new nuclear family? Is this the new norm? We're going to talk about it all in this video, but first let's just quickly talk about Tristan. Cheating Tristan. Like, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I don't usually like to bash people, but this guy, like, who raised him? Please, who raised him? Like, as in, it looks like he is allegedly about to become, well, she's given birth. His third baby is here. Tristan Thompson just keeps getting himself into trouble. Now, according to messages obtained by Page 6 through legal finding, Tristan allegedly threatened his new baby mom to drop the case in exchange of $75,000. Guys, when I was reading through the message, I was just like, ew. Like, you know that emoji, like that sick emoji, like that is literally, I just was like, ew, like what the hell. Let's just quickly have a read. So he says, you know how I feel, my feelings haven't changed at all. Won't be involved at all. By the way, if you think having this baby is gonna make you some money, it's completely wrong. You are aware I am retiring after this season, so in terms of support, it will be whatever is required monthly for someone who's unemployed. It's Texas, so it will be only a couple of $100, so you better off taking the $75K I'm offering, because you won't get nothing near that with having a kid with a father who's unemployed. Like, the way he's saying it is like he's proper saying it like with his chest, like he's proud of it. Like, I'm about to be unemployed, I'm about to be a broke so you ain't gonna get no, like he's saying it like he's proud of it. Like, ew. Anyways, he says you won't get nothing near with having a kid with someone who's unemployed, blah blah blah. All you will have is a baby with a father who has zero involvement with the child and a few $100 of child support a month. Now, his baby mom goes by the name of Marilyn Nichols, who is currently in an open child support case against Tristan for paternity of her now newborn baby. As you can see, guys, the text exchange was filed by the court, and here Tristan is telling the alleged baby mom that she should drop the child support case against him and that he won't be involved at all. At all. She has, of course, now given birth. And not only has she given birth, like, the thing that weirds me out about this situation is when she posted the baby and she says, I want to thank everyone for your well-being wishes. Me and baby are doing great right now. My heart and mind is on focusing on the baby right now. I'm heartbroken, and Angelo's father doesn't want to be in his life. I'm hoping this lawsuit will bring us together and we can be a family. Rewind! Please, can somebody translate to me, what does she mean by I'm hoping this lawsuit will bring us together and we can be a family? Which family, babe? Like, what family are you trying to be? Like, with the deadbeat? With the one who keeps telling you like he wants no involvement? Like, I'm really confused. Now, allegedly they were having an affair whilst he was with Chloe, and they were going back and forth. She even traveled to him. So, but she probably thought in her head that they were in a real relationship. But, like, I just don't understand. This is where people may not like this very much. At the end of the day, sweetie, you had a baby, you was having an affair. You knew damn well you was a side, like it was an affair, because he's publicly in a relationship with someone, and even if he tells you that he's not with Chloe anymore, that's all done and dusted, right, blah blah blah, at the end of the day, why would you get yourself involved with a man who has a child or who is in a deep relationship with somebody, like in hope, thinking that he's going to leave you and you're actually going to be a real family, like she puts out? Like, I can't side with you on that. Like, if that's the case and that's happened and you've got a baby and you recognize that, Raj, you know what, like, I don't even expect to be in a relationship with this man. I don't even expect anything from this man. Like, I knew full well what I was getting myself into, and of course now the baby is here, I'm going to take responsibility. Then cool, like, I'm with you. But if you're coming on a flex where it's kind of like, you know, you're pursuing, you're haunting the man, like, when you full well knew the situation, then I just don't understand, like, that type of mindset. And the fact that she was like, so that we can be a family, I'm just like, what family? And then even when she posted the picture of the baby and then she tagged at Tristan, it's like, can you just leave it alone now? Like, it's in the courts, and yes, get your money for the child, which if a man is gonna have a child with anybody, like, the least you can do is take that responsibility and actually pay, like, even if you're not present in the child's life, because that takes a real man to do that. But if you're not man enough, let's just say you're not man enough to actually be present in your kids and your child's life, then the minimum you can do is to financially support your child, is to pay up. Like, do you get what I mean? Because you knew, like, we're not talking about a one night stand, we're talking about an affair, by the way, meaning that you knew every time that you would do the with that person, do the deeds with that person, you knew there was a potential that that person could get pregnant. So the fact that you're trying to run away from it now, I'm sorry, like, who raised you, please? Who raised you? That's what I want to know. Anyways, let's quickly move on to Travis and Kylie, since, you know, they're all in the same family. This magazine leaked article says Travis and Kylie may have a baby on the way, but they're not a couple. Allegedly, they're not together. Like, they are not in a relationship. Okay, according to this magazine article, Travis and Kylie seemed very comfortable under the sheets. Even though they will soon have 2 children together, their daughter Stormy is now 3. They are not a couple and haven't been in 2 years. Approach to be as expansive as possible, focusing on chosen and unconventional families as much as on traditional ones. So I'm just reading to you guys what the article says. That's when Kylie and Travis and their beautiful daughter Stormy came to mind for our cover story. We learned that the elusive and hugely successful Jenna was pregnant with her second child with one of the world's most famous musicians, of course, Travis. But we were also reminded that despite their growing brood, Jenna and Scott are not actually a couple. Here was a real example of a family operating on their own terms. As they expect their second child together, former couple Kylie and Travis are creating their own definition of family. That's a really, really, really beautiful picture. Oh, I love that picture. Now, there is obviously conversation about that. Like, personally, I feel like if all your kids can share the same dad, I feel like by all means that's the best way, even though you might not be together. If we're talking about conventional and the nuclear family, I think we are not moving forward. And the reason why I say that, I'm not saying that that's the right way, but looking at the time that we are in, I personally feel like it's better to have all your kids come from the same man rather than them spread about. And also vice versa. Like, there are men who literally just breed. Like, at this point, that's the correct term, because all you do is breed. You got kids all over the gaff. You don't even look after your kids. That's another story. But people may not agree with it. But if they can co-parent really, really well, and they can create that loving environment, and they are providing, and they are not only financially providing, but providing love, unity, and giving their kids all of these valuable key aspects of life, then why not? I was having a conversation with a friend of mine And she made a statement which I was like, yeah, do you know what, that is actually so true. Like, a lot of the time we talk about you know, the family unit being together and what is toxic and what is not toxic, but you can actually be in a two-parent household where it is toxic, and that house is a broken home, and that child will grow up with the effects of that brokenness. On the flip side of that, you can also be raised in a single parent household where you have a step parent, and that home is filled with beautiful peace, tranquility, and all of these principles of life that you need to equip you. So being raised up in a two-parent household is not always the best for the child, because you can be in a two-parent household and it is dysfunctional. For me, I'm like, if they are doing it really, really well, I don't know, I mean, listen, it's a crazy world we're living in, so if they're making it work, then they're making it work. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. Thank you for tuning in. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll speak to you guys in my next video. Don't forget to hit your notification bell so that you guys are notified whenever I post.